I'm Chef Josh Hebert from Chef Lounge, Arizona. We're gonna be making okonomiyaki. This is a Japanese pancake, similar to a pizza, but mostly with vegetables and a little bit of shrimp. Kind of a timeless dish that you have while waiting for your friends at the subway station. You can get it at other restaurants, but that's how it's most commonly consumed. We're gonna make a simple little batter, and then we're gonna take that batter and sear it in a pan. All right, we're gonna need the main ingredient. Our most used vegetable is gonna be chopped cabbage. As always, use a nice sharp knife and try to get this as fine as you can get. The more fine you get this julienne here, the more your pancake is gonna stick together and be easier to flip in a pan. We're gonna use a red onion for this, and we're gonna do about a 1/4 cup julienne. We're gonna grate ourselves just about a 1/4 cup of fresh zucchini. As with any great recipe, we're gonna start with a little bit of salt, and then we're gonna add all of our little spices here. I've got a little bit of shallot, fresh garlic, fresh ginger, pickled ginger for a little contrast as well. Then we're gonna start adding our array of fresh vegetables. We're gonna add some bean sprouts, fresh julienne leeks, fine julienne of carrot, chopped shrimp. Finally, we've made this batter, which is a little bit of Japanese stock called dashi. We have a little bit of grated mountain potato and a little fresh flour. We're gonna add about a 1/2 cup of that, crack 1 egg into there, and mix well. You wanna get a nice strong coating so that everything's gonna stick, but you don't want it to be super heavy batter, just lightly coated. Once you've got everything mixed well, you wanna let it rest on the table for about 5 minutes. All right, now we're gonna get ready to sear up our okonomiyaki. We're gonna start with high heat here. And it's a good thing we've got a great natural gas stove because we're gonna change the heat multiple times in this, and we need that great reaction time that natural gas has. And then we're gonna take about a tablespoon of sesame oil. We're gonna make sure we get our oil all evened out. And then we're gonna start with a little bit of pork belly or bacon, as the case may be. Just a small layer. Once we've added the bacon, we're gonna turn our heat up. Give our batter one more stir, then we're gonna add it to the pan. And then we're gonna slowly spread our pancake batter here. We're gonna give ourselves about 3/4 of an inch in height. Everything seems really pretty. You've got that nice mix of colors. Now we're gonna give this a chance to caramelize on the bottom here. That's why we're using high heat. Once we've had a little caramelization, we're gonna use the process of steaming. We're gonna drop our natural gas stove here down to a medium heat and let the internal waters from the vegetables go ahead and steam the rest of the pancake here. And we're gonna cover this with a mixing bowl. If you have a pot lid, you can use a pot lid. Once we've gone through the steaming process, we're gonna go ahead and flip this pancake in another second. Give this a little pat down with our spatula. It looks pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident. Make sure it's nice and loose and give it a good little flip. See how we've got some nice caramelization on the top? We're gonna go back, adjust our heat from our natural gas stove back to high, and we're gonna let this side caramelize a little bit too. All right, we've had about a minute or so on medium heat. Remove our pot lid. We can get our plate ready to go, and then we're gonna slowly break that off, set it on our plate. We've got a few fun things to garnish. All of it's gonna get a little bit of this great Japanese mayonnaise. And then we're gonna add this Japanese barbecue sauce. Make sure everybody gets a little bit. All right, then we're gonna sprinkle with some scallions over the top. These are fish flakes from a particular type of tuna. They're smoked and dried and then spun on a lathe so they're paper thin. We're gonna generously sprinkle bonito flakes over the top. They're gonna start to move, wave, almost looks like they're alive. They're not alive, they're just melting. Finally, I always say the seaweed at the end is almost like the pepperoni on top of your American pizza, right? I'm Josh Hebert from Chef Lounge, Arizona. Enjoy your okonomiyaki.